All right, I'm going to test the power supply out here. I found a 12. I found a. Can you see it? It found a 12 volt lamp. It's not the right one, but I just want to see if the power supply can power it up. So we'll turn on the power supply, and there we go. It comes on. And if I ramp it up, yep. Oh, full brightness. Low brightness. All right, so I think I will feel confident with my new 12 volt 100 watt lamp. This is a 50 watt lamp right here, but it does power that up just fine. I converted all my lamps in the house with LEDs. Now this supply I don't think is going to like LEDs, but I won't put one of those in there. It's not really set up for an LED. It wouldn't work. The optics wouldn't work with an LED light bulb inside this thing. So I ordered some more. And I don't know, it's working now. All right, I've got a cheesy setup here. I took that 50 watt light bulb and just kind of jammed it in there, and I have it kind of balanced in there. There's a flashlight kind of holding it in. It's happened to be the right height. And I can vary the intensity of it while it's in there, but we'll turn it up all the way, 50 watts. And let me, is this all on camera here? Yeah, let me go up here. I'm going to use my, camera up here. Let's see, I want to go get the exposure right here. So I've got some Air Force test targets, real tiny ones here. Let me go ahead and take a picture here. Oh, that turned out pretty good. This is a cool little test card that Edmunds has. ES magnifier, and it has a little Air Force test target over here. But the lines are really nice to put on the microscope here. Let me focus on some of those lines. I'll take a picture of that. Yeah, so seems to be working. All right, I've got a new light bulb. If you ever work with these light bulbs, don't put your fingers on them. Try not to get any oils on them that'll last longer. So I will try to use the plastic bag it came in and keep my fingers off of it. Let's see. There we go. I can see what I'm doing. There, perfect. All right, the light bulb is installed, and I'm going to adjust it. I don't think it shows on camera, but I can actually look in there, and I can see two images. And one image is off to the side. So I'm going to see which one this one does. That one moves it up and down. I'm going to move it down. I'm going to put the image on the bottom. What does this one do? That one moves it kind of weird. That focuses it. What's this one do? Oh, there we go. That one, that's what I want. That one puts it left to right. And this one puts it up to down. I'll put it right there. Fill my aperture. And I say that's good to go. I'll put the box on. And there's one screw that holds it all together. Clever design. So this should be good. This should give me better illumination than that other weird light bulb. You can say, why don't you just use that other light bulb? No, it's not designed for it. It doesn't focus the energy in the right spot. This is something called Kohler illumination, and we'll talk about that someday. But there's Kohler illumination, there's critical illumination. This is different types of condenser designs. Caution, hot surface. Place only with lamp. I did. All right, let's put it in. All right, here we go. See if we can focus. Looks pretty good to me. Yes, indeed, that looks very nice. See if we can find a finer detail here. Are these getting smaller? Getting smaller this way. Go over here. Getting smaller this way. There we go. Really, that's the smallest one I guess we got in the bench. I mean, it's up to the printing resolution now, but yes, indeed, that looks very, very nice. We can check some things out here now that I have a real light bulb in it. Let's try this. Let's try this aperture. Well, that just makes it dark. All right, let me try a different setting here so I can see the aperture. Yeah, there's the aperture. I know it's dark, but you can see the aperture closing on it. So I want to make sure it's big enough, but not too big. Then we can go back over here. Yeah, that looks good. Yes, indeed. And indeed, it looks good. All right, maybe we can put something more interesting under here. This is really high powered, even though it's only a 5x objective. The way that this oscilloscope is made, it's oscilloscope. I'll call it an oscilloscope. Microscope is made. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. So if we can find something interesting to take a look at. What's that? That's just the side of something. What is that? Interesting. That's the top of an IC. It's got some yellow on it. It's got a yellow marking on it. Obviously, the microscope works a treat. Oh, there's a mark on it there. Oh, look at how sharp that is. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. So the illuminator actually contributes to the sharpness of the image. That other light bulb did not create as sharp of an image as this does. Having to do with optics. If you study optics, you'll know all about it. You want to match the numerical index and not overfill it, because you'll get a bunch of... A good mentor of mine always says, optics is all about making the light go where you want it to go and not go where you don't want it to go. And I've lived by that credo for a long time. Yes, indeed. What a pretty color that is. Oh, look at that. Of course, I can take a better still image even more, I think, but because I have to increase the ISO. Right now I'm running at 3200 ISO, but it's doing an okay job of it. If I take a long exposure, I can reduce the ISO and make the resolution even a little bit better. But for this type of work, it is working just fine. See, let me turn on the display. Yeah. All right, there you go.